I have been joined by the former Union Minister and Senior Congress Leader, Mr. Salman Khurshid. Mr. Khurshid, sir, exit polls are out, and one of the exit poll surveys done by our channel is showing that in Punjab, Congress is not getting majority, rather it's Aam Aadmi Party which is going to sweep, and they can get up to 90 seats. So what do you have to say?
I can just say good for you. Good for you. I don't think that any one of us, whether they are good exit results or bad ones, need to jump up and down or get into depression, because on the 10th we will know what the results are, and we are not too far away from the 10th. So whatever the results come on the 10th, we will, in a sober way, respond to those results. We have worked extremely hard. I think for the country it's important now that Congress begins to show good results in the states, and I'm quite hopeful, frankly, from what we have been hearing and what colleagues have told us. I'm quite hopeful.
Hopeful for what, as far as Punjab is concerned?
I'm quite hopeful for a good showing everywhere. Now, I've never believed in a mathematical accuracy because, I mean, I don't have that kind of foresight to be able to give mathematical accuracy. But when I say I'm hopeful for a good result, it means that we'll stay ahead of the herd and stay ahead of everybody else. And that ultimately leads to forming of governments. So I hope we form a few governments. That's what we do believe in. Let's just wait till the 10th.
And what about the Charanjit Singh Channi factor? Do you think that it clicked? Because a lot of hope was there, and some people are saying that it didn't click that much.
Well, it's not a question of click. Nothing is 100%. I mean, when you take a decision because on a balance, it's a better decision. And I think you could look at specific attributes of that decision that we took for Mr. Channi. And then even as a person, that what you've seen him as Chief Minister, very personable person, very charming, very willing to go out and meet with ordinary people. And I think that he was a good choice. Now, whether that choice confirms what we want confirmed or it fails to confirm, 10th will show that. But I don't think that we should start second guessing or questioning some decision that we took, which at the time that we took it was really a wonderful decision. The reports that came subsequently were were validating and supportive of that decision.
Right. As far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, you were involved completely in that manifesto as well as the electioneering process. Now the 7th phase today, the voting is over. What's your take on Uttar Pradesh?
Well, I think I won't hide this. Now that the voting is over, I can be a little upfront. We were coming from very far behind, and that's history. History has pushed us far behind in Uttar Pradesh. And there was, I think, a miraculous thing that was attempted to be done by Priyanka Gandhi ji. She wanted to put some adrenaline into our veins, which she did. We looked good. We looked participating in the election in a very, very meaningful way. And except for the little bit of color that we saw towards the end in Akhilesh Yadav's campaign in eastern part of UP, I think throughout we've shown a lot of strength in the streets. When she's gone, there's been remarkable rallies. When she's gone, the street processions have been remarkable. Even before we started the campaign, there were the marathon runs and women coming out, etc. And the language of the campaign has picked up phrases from what we've given to this campaign. Ladki hoon, lad sakti hoon. That's become part of the conversation of this campaign. And I think that's good enough for us. I mean, obviously, if I could say to you, I'll get 100 seats, I would be the happiest person. But I think we've registered our presence. And in numbers too, I hope that registration of the presence will become apparent.
Also, not tomorrow. Today the voting is over, but tomorrow again Priyanka Gandhi is going to Lucknow. There is a marathon on the International Women's Day occasion. So some of the people saying that you people were not only just preparing for 2022 but 2024, and it just continues.
Well, she had made it clear that it was not going to be start, stop, start affair. That she had said that I will go right through. And right through till when? I mean, she could have said I'll go through to the end of the century, but it doesn't make any sense. So there are landmarks that are visible to us, and landmarks that should be visible to any person in politics. And 24 is a landmark in many ways, not just for us in UP, but in many ways 24 is a landmark. And I think the fact that she said there will be no holding back and there will be no stopping, there will not be a pause, it's now become apparent that you yourself are saying that even before the results come, she's out there in Lucknow, and it will continue in that way.
My final question in connection with Uttarakhand, Goa and Manipur. Uttarakhand also, the Congress is somewhere, it seems that the numbers are not yet cleared, whether it will go towards the BJP side, because it's a very close fight. A lot of people were saying that. Do you agree on this thing as far as Uttarakhand, Goa and Manipur are concerned, that there is a chance for BJP to again form the government there?
Well, a big hulk is having to worry, right? Do we have enough? Do we not have enough? Isn't that an important change that has come? That they are not invincible, that they are not people that you cannot dent, that you can't touch. That's become apparent. Now, to what extent we do it, 10th will tell us the story.
Well, this is what Mr. Khurshid has to maintain on this entire situation as far as the exit poll results are concerned. With journalist Ankit Singh, Supriya Bharadwaj for India Today in Delhi.